Dr. Nick Morrison from Center for Vein Restoration is here with help. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, you are really known as the vein guru because you've been in the Valley a long time.
Been here a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Came in early 70s, did all my surgical training here, and then have been practicing since that time.
Yeah, and it's not just in the Valley. You've actually done treatments around the world.
We have. I'll lecture around the world at medical congresses, but we've also established a foundation that takes a group of volunteers to Central and South America every year to work. And we give medical care to people who don't have the opportunity or can't afford treatment, so we have a great time doing that.
Yeah, that's terrific that you're doing that. And you know, this disease, I mean, it's very common. Can you tell me like what the signs are?
Sure, and you're right, it is very common. 50% of patients 50 years old have venous disease of some sort, and it increases every year. Goes up 1%, so it's really very common. The treatments are much better than they used to be. I used to strip patients, do stripping, and it was just...
And it was painful, right? But it's improved a lot.
Dramatically. So patients come in, have their procedure done, they walk out, and they're back to work the same day. So
wow.
It's dramatically improved.
Yeah, and we can actually show, we have some before and afters of people that you've treated, and I mean, like especially you see that big bulging vein.
Yes.
That, how do you treat that?
You can either inject it with some sclerosant, or you can actually remove it through very tiny incisions, which is sometimes a better way to treat those. On the patient on the left before, you can see that skin discoloration. That's very typical of advanced venous disease. Yeah, and that can improve. And then the varicosities, patients walk in with them and then walk out without them, and that's a nice thing to be able to do for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, symptoms are gone, which is really critical. That's visually it's one thing, but the symptoms are...
Because it can be painful.
It can be. It's very often painful, and it can be associated with late afternoon swelling, pain, aching, heaviness. All of that is I mean, they're really symptomatic. So of all of the patients that come to us, 20% of them are purely cosmetic. Everybody else has a medical underlying problem.
Does insurance cover these treatments?
Actually, insurance does. The Center for Vein Restoration is really careful about making sure that whatever we do is going to get covered by insurance.
Oh, that's terrific. And you mentioned, of course, you're with Center for Vein Restoration. Tell us about that.
So that's a national practice. They have about 78 clinics throughout the country, mostly on the eastern seaboard and the upper Midwest. So this is the first office they've had west of the Mississippi.
Oh, that's terrific. And you say call, get a consultation.
Yes.
If you're suffering, and you guys can help.
Yep, sure can.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. Again, everyone, if you want to get that consultation and get the treatment that you need, just head to centerforvein.com or call the number on your screen.